Right? Mayor, is that right? Okay. Yeah. So I'm Craig Albanese. I'm the CEO of the Duke University Health System, and it is really an honor today to stand here, with all of you, but be with my colleagues here in the front row, my friends and colleagues from UNC Health, our partners and policymakers in government, and leaders from across this wonderful community. So in January, I'll remind you, we came together at Marbles Kids Museum in Raleigh, if you recall, and we announced this incredibly, what I would say, unique and transformational partnership between UNC Health and Duke Health. Who would have ever imagined, right?
It's not basketball.
It's not basketball. Exactly. And we did that, and we made this very public announcement to create the state's first freestanding children's hospital. So, as you can imagine, from that day on, what's the most common question we have fielded? Where is this great hospital going to be? Well, I'll give you one guess. It's going to be in Apex, in North Carolina here. And it is going to be the future home of a wonderful, wonderful home, if you will, for those in need, for families, their children, their siblings who need care that is complex, need care for behavioral health issues, for chronic illness, and they need to have it in this state, and they need not go anywhere else. So we've signed an agreement to acquire 230 acres of land at the intersection of Highways 1 and 540, also adjacent to Highway 55. The property is part of Viridia, which is a 1,000+ acre mixed-use community that will feature homes, retail, dining, offices, and even a Wake Tech campus, which we'll be so happy to partner with. You may not know this, but I started my career as a pediatric surgeon, caring for kids with chronic and complex medical conditions. And I can personally attest where and how we care for kids really, really matters. So when we set out to find our location, we looked at more than 15 sites across the Triangle and in several counties. We had very, very specific criteria: easy access by car and by air, because we see this to be a destination for kids from all over the country. Ample space to grow and create a campus that's dedicated to children and their families. Really important, alignment with the town and the county to support construction and ongoing operations of the Children's Hospital once it opens. And certainly reasonable proximity to UNC Health and Duke Health. This property meets all those criteria, and it was absolutely, unequivocally, the clear choice. So I want to thank the town of Apex. This is a proud moment for this wonderful town. This is a proud moment for the county, and certainly this is a proud moment for the great state of North Carolina. So, perfect. That's what you're supposed to do. So without further ado, I want to invite my partner and colleague, Dr. Mary Klotman, who is the Dean of the School of Medicine at Duke and is also the Executive Vice President of Health Affairs. Mary?
Thanks, Craig, and thank you all for coming here today. This is truly a project of joy that we have all embraced from the very beginning, but this is a really important milestone, which is putting a stake in the ground and saying this is where we're going to build it. And obviously the main goal is to be able to provide the absolute best care for not only children in need in North Carolina, but frankly, we think it will provide care in a much broader geographic area. But there's other aspects of this exciting project. The affiliation with 2 top academic schools of medicine provide the infrastructure and the faculty that will attract the best trainees in the country. They want to train where, first of all, there are children in need, that they can provide that care to. They're obviously passionate about that part of their mission, but also be able to learn. And you learn when you take care of these children, but you also learn because you have the best faculty. So this is going to be, I anticipate, the primary training site for primary pediatric pediatricians and pediatric specialists in the country. That trade, that benefit is they become our workforce for the state. So that keeps paying forward. And the other aspect of an institution like we're planning in North Carolina Children's is it a site where we can do very much needed clinical trials to address many challenges that we do not have the answer to today. But the way that you find the answer is you do rigorous discovery and clinical research. And this will be one of the leading sites to be able to do that work, to find the answers to some of these problems that we still have to understand fundamentally through research. So many benefits to the state and so many benefits for the treatment of children, not only in the state, not only in the country, but around the world. I couldn't think of a better place and a place that I'm more proud for it to be than in Apex, North Carolina. So with that, I'm going to invite Jacques Gilbert, the mayor.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Why is everybody here today? Just kidding. So I was told by our comms team to stick with the script and be the official hype man for Apex, North Carolina for this moment. But y'all know I don't stand with script. Good afternoon. As mentioned, I'm Mayor Jacques Gilbert, and I'm blessed with the opportunity to serve here as the mayor of what I would say the peak of good living, the best place to live in America. I'm sorry, TJ, but I gotta say it. The best, the best, the best. But I want to thank you all for being here. And as mayor, this is truly a historic moment for us. It's truly a golden moment for us. And I would say that secrets like this, and this has been a secret, this has been something to keep under wraps. It's been like really hard to do. So to be able to stand here today and share the news with the world, we want to say with 4 hearts and open arms, welcome to Apex NC Children's. Right. So there are a lot of hearts and open arms here that made it all come together. Team Apex, so many people to name, but I gotta highlight a few. So I'll start out with our council members that are here today. We have Council Member Terry Mahaffey and Council Member Audrey Killingsworth. So thank you so much for being here. And also our amazing executive leadership team, our town manager, Randy Vosberg, assistant town manager, Demetria John, and deputy town manager, Sean Purvis, and assistant town manager, Marty Stone. And also, hold up, one more. We got our town clerk, Alan Coleman, in the house as well. So thank you for being here. So when I think about what this means for Apex, I think of 3 words. I think about gratitude, opportunity, and collaboration. And let's talk about gratitude. And as the mayor to stand here today, you had, I think you said 15 different locations you were looking at. And you chose our town. You chose the Peak of Good Living, and to place this state-of-the-art facility that will go on to serve so many families in need. And that's truly remarkable. It's spectacular. And I just want to thank you for believing in Apex. And I'm sure you've seen that we have great people here. We have some pretty good land here too. We'll get to that in just a minute. But also, we are a community of heart, hope, and full of purpose. The second thing is opportunity. And I think about all of the jobs, thousands of jobs that will be created as a result of this project. Let me say that again, thousands of jobs. that will be created as part of this. When we look at the magnitude of this project, and if you think about, I'm a basketball guy, UNC, Duke, think about championships. And a great coach would say, hey, when you stand up there, act like you've been there before. We've never been here before. This is huge. This is a powerful boost to our local economy and a bold invitation for people to be a part of something greater. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about creating a place where compassion, care, and careers come together to serve families in ways that are meaningful, impact, and a lasting legacy for so many. And third, collaboration. Projects like this don't happen overnight. We're talking about an 18-month marathon to get to this point. And I think about this room and all the conversations in that room. Council members, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of discussions, and we're finally here, and that's truly extraordinary. So when great people come together and do great things, it's success that follows. So the right people in the right time in the right place, and here we are right here celebrating this golden moment. But I gotta recognize one of the greatest. We talk about economic development, and she's worked hard, 18 months, leading, coordinating, solving, and building bridges with partners across sectors. Joanna Helms, you are truly the GOAT. Apex is truly better because of you, so thank you so much for all your work. And I can't leave the podium without thanking our new partners, where they've been a partner for a while now. RXR, powerful team that have come into Apex and truly demonstrated what it is to be community focused. And I just want to thank you, Joe Graziasi, for your leadership and your hard work in bringing this together as well. So how about a round of applause for RXR? Great job. Thank you. So I'm deeply moved as I envision the children and families from across the state, the nation, and even the world who will find healing, hope, right here in the peak of good living. So this moment reflects the very heart of Apex, the compassionate community, and a true peak of hope for all. So as I always say, when we have things like this, when I pour my gold boots out of the vault to celebrate this moment, there is nothing we can't accomplish when we work together. This is Apex. Welcome home, NC Children's. Thank you so much. I would now like to call up another GOAT, Wake County Commissioner Cheryl Stallings.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mayor Gilbert, I would absolutely agree that this is a golden moment for Apex, Wake County, and our region. So I am Cheryl Stallings. I am a longtime resident of Apex, going on for about 28 years now, a former Apex Town Council member, and now I have the honor and privilege of serving as one of your Wake County Board of Commissioners. And at this time, I'd like to recognize two of my commissioner colleagues. We have Commissioner Vicki Adamson and Commissioner Sophia Jackson. Thank you for joining us. So on behalf of my other fellow commissioners, our county staff, and our 1.2 million residents of Wake County, I am thrilled to welcome North Carolina Children's Hospital to Wake County. NC Children's will be a tremendous asset to our community. It will build upon the excellent healthcare infrastructure that we already have. And this new 500-bed hospital will bring services to North Carolina that currently do not exist in our state, enhancing our ability to care for children and families much closer to home. In addition to being a county commissioner, I am also a practicing psychologist. I have worked with and cared for children, adolescents, young adults, and families for more than 25 years. I know with professional certainty that mental health is one of the greatest challenges facing our youth today. Nearly half of all mental health conditions begin by age 14. But right now, North Carolina does not have enough beds to meet the demand for this kind of care for our children and teens. Pediatric behavioral health admissions have surged by more than 70% statewide in the past decade. Yet families often face weeks-long waits for a bed or for no placement at all. That's why I am so excited to announce that Wake County will be funding more than 100 new pediatric behavioral health beds, as well as intensive outpatient care at NC Children's Hospital. The county's $4.5 million investment will help address a critical gap in care for children and teens with complex behavioral health conditions. I'm also excited about the connection between NC Children's and our educational system. Wake County has one of the best education continuums in the nation, and that's because of our connections with Smart Start, our public school system, and Wake Tech. We know and see firsthand that investing in our children and public education is a critical investment in our future. We look forward to supporting our educational system collaboration with the hospital so that together we can build an even more robust talent pipeline to staff NCC and all of our region's healthcare systems in the years to come. I'm grateful to be a part of this moment that will help create a new legacy for Wake County and give children, families, educators, and healthcare workers another reason to live, work, and play here. So now I'd like to welcome State Treasurer Brad Reiner to the podium. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's truly an honor to be here today. The chance to help bring a world-class freestanding children's hospital to life is one we all deeply value, but it's a dream that hits home for me personally as well. You've heard from the outstanding leadership at Duke, you'll hear from UNC, you've heard from the town, you've heard from the county, and now you're wondering, why is the state treasurer here? It's a good question. I'm here because the North Carolina pension system is the owner of Iridium, the land which will be home to North Carolina Children's. In 2023, we purchased the land for development, but when the opportunity arose to support this incredible project, we saw something much greater than just another investment. We saw a chance to serve North Carolina in a lasting way. And I'll be honest, it hit home for me personally as well. My wife has been a nurse for a number of years in children's hospitals, at UNC, at Duke, and other places. She worked in the neonatal intensive care units, and I've watched her come home after many long shifts, and I've seen how deeply children's care touches not just the child, but the family as well. Her work reminded me that behind every hospital bed is a story, and the right care, delivered in the best environment, can change a child's life forever. That's why this project matters so much. This sale is a win for everybody involved. It's a win for our retirees and for the North Carolina pension system, where we're making a modest profit and unlocking more value in the land that is adjacent. It's a win for North Carolina Children's, gaining over 230 acres with incredible access to transportation infrastructure at a very good price. It's a win for the city of Apex and Wake County, and above all, it's a win for the 11 million North Carolinians who deserve world-class pediatric care right here at home. We're proud to play a small part in something this big. Special thanks are due, though, to former Treasurer Richard Moore, who helped facilitate this transaction, former Treasurer Dale Falwell, who helped acquire the land, and most importantly, our partners at RXR and our real estate team at the North Carolina Treasury Department. So Joe, Troy, Tessa, thank you very much for all the roles that you guys have played. With that, I just want to say thank you for letting us play a small part in this big deal. God bless you all. God bless our great state.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lee Lilly. I'm the Secretary of Commerce for the state of North Carolina. I'm a state employee, and someday we'll get some pension money. I would have been happy with something more than a modest profit, but I'll take a modest profit. Congratulations, Treasurer, and congratulations to UNC and Duke for this extraordinary announcement today. And the mayor said it already, but I will echo that the GOAT, Joanna Helms, one of the best in economic development, deserves a lot of credit. So I'm honored to be here today to bring you greetings from Governor Stein and to celebrate this special occasion. I have had the privilege over the last several months of going to a lot of big jobs announcements in the state of North Carolina, and we're proud of that. But none of them carry the depth of meaning, the bipartisan support, and the far-reaching impact of this one. The launch of North Carolina Children's is more than a health initiative. It's a transformational investment in our economy, and it's a promise to the families of North Carolina that we are committed to developing and delivering world-class care right here at home. And projects like these, the investments that are coming from UNC and Duke, are part of the reason why North Carolina continues to grow and to thrive. And just today, CNBC named us yet again the best state in America to do business. So I sat through a lot of interviews this morning asking us why we get named the best state in business and how we're able to go out and work to cultivate these conditions of prosperity across the state of North Carolina. And I like to name our 3 Ps. It's the people, it's the places like Apex, and it's partnership. The kind of partnership you see between UNC and Duke, between Apex and Wake County, between the state, our federal partners, and everyone who's involved to bring a project like this to fruition. The Commerce team was proud to play a role in doing the early economic analysis of this project. Long time ago, so some of these numbers might be a little stale, but I think they're close. We know about at least 8,000 direct jobs, but how about 18,000 indirect jobs associated with this project? $800 million, thank you. $800 million in annual wages, and importantly, for 20 years, $27 billion added to the GDP of the state of North Carolina. That's very exciting. This is one of the largest economic development projects in our state's history, not just in size, but in significance. Beyond the numbers, this campus will serve as an engine of innovation. It will complement and benefit from the dynamic ecosystem of the Research Triangle, of our leading universities, and of major biotech investments like we've seen across the state of North Carolina, but very concentrated here in southern and western Wake County. We are a hub for talent, for research, and for life-changing care, not just across the Southeast, but across the world. And on a personal note, as someone who grew up in rural eastern North Carolina and as a dad, it means a lot to me that kids who grow up in rural North Carolina don't have to go hundreds of miles away, several states away, to get the very, very best care when they are most in need. It's because we've got forward-thinking vision and we've got the people who are willing to work together in partnership to make it happen. So congratulations to UNC, congratulations to Duke, and congratulations to Apex. And I'd like to welcome Dr. Wesley Burks.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Wesley Burks, and for the last 7 years, it's been my honor to serve as the Dean of the UNC School of Medicine and CEO of UNC Health. It's hard to describe my emotions and my feelings today as we've come to this point. Some of, like other public things, we try to coordinate what we're saying, and maybe for Mary and Craig and me, we did. But the others were very independent, and it would be hard for me and us to express any better what's just been said for the reasons that we've come together to have North Carolina Children. So I'm thankful for each one of you and what you've said. and the support of your offices in making this a reality today. So thank you so much. Also want to thank a few other people, the North Carolina Children's Team that are over here. They've been working on this for a long time, and you've got us to this point, so thanks, guys, really. So as they just said, the team at RXR and Joe Graciosi, thank you for the work that you've done, your partnership. We very much appreciate it. You've walked with us through a rigorous evaluation process, and you won, and we won, so it's great. So I also want to thank President Pro Tem Phil Berger in the North Carolina Senate, Speaker Dustin Hall in the North Carolina House of Representatives, and Governor Josh Stein for their initial investment of $320 million and their commitment to the children of North Carolina. It's a huge commitment, and we are thankful for that. Also want to thank the Board of Directors for Duke Health and UNC Health and their guidance and support, their leadership for helping us get here today. Lastly, I also want to thank Dr. Christy Page, who's serving as the interim dean of the UNC School of Medicine and the CEO of UNC Health. Thank you, Christy. I'm now excited to spend even more time working with you here, our team, and our leaders across the state to make North Carolina Children's a reality. I look forward to many, many more days of celebrating milestones like this, although it'd be hard to be better than this today. But I'm ready to go. I know that our team is ready to go. Our children, as each of the speakers have said or alluded to in some way, deserve the very, very best care at home. And that's what this will do. North Carolina Children's will provide the highest quality pediatric care for primary care, tertiary quaternary care that you'll see any place in the country. And we're thankful for that. Finally, I want to thank our newest teammate for North Carolina Children's, the town of Apex. Unfortunately, I didn't get my gold shoes, but I'm looking forward to that at the next announcement. So I'd like for Mayor Gilbert, Commissioner Stallings, and Dr. Albanese to come back up. We've got some things that we would like to give you. So, Commissioner Stallings, I think Craig, you can get the gold shoes. So on behalf of all of us, we just want to welcome you to the North Carolina Children's Team. Of course. Thank you. So thank you all for joining us here today and for your continued support. We would like to invite all of you to stay for a few minutes for refreshments. Please enjoy it, and thank you again for coming.
Hey Randall, can you check the sign? Did it just move? No, don't pull it off.
No, it's fine. It just needs to be straightened out a little bit.